Hey, what's up? It's Jonathan Belcher here. I just want to talk to you about, there's no limit, right? There's no limit on you. There's no cap on your income in this life, right? And what's so crazy is that the system and society will make you feel like there's actually a cap and a limit on how much you can make, right? And we feel like we gotta accept whatever a job is willing to pay us. But the truth of the matter is, when you look at time and money, they're two totally separate entities, right? And you look at people who are millionaires and billionaires and you ask yourself, how are they able to achieve such a lifestyle? How are they able to achieve such an income? And to be honest with you, it's because they understand that there's no limit on their income, right? It's just the way that you go about earning your money and earning a living that's gonna decide whether or not you have to continuously trade your time in for income or actually get yourself in a position to create income. Now, when you put yourself in a position to create income, that's when you realize you can make millions of dollars, right? You can have six-figure months, six-figure even days, right? I know people who make over $100,000 in one single day, and that's because they understand that they can create their income and they've built up stuff that continuously pays them, right? Even if they don't lift a finger today. But in order to get to that level where, you're not lifting a finger and you're still making thousands of dollars a week and thousands of dollars a day in a month, is the only way to do that is by, you have to put in the groundwork first, right? You have to build a strong, firm foundation with something before you can just leave it alone and it just continues to pay you. And that's kind of how making money online is like, right? When people first get started, they have the wrong mentality, the wrong mindset and approach when it comes to online business, because they expect just to join a business and they just think that they're just gonna kick back and the money's just gonna flow into their bank account, right? But we all know that's not the truth, right? If that were the case, anybody would be rich in online business. Everybody would just join an online business, kick back, and the money would just start flowing. But now, of course, it is possible to get to a point where it's easier and easier to make money online, right? It is possible to get to a point where literally the sales just start chasing you and you no longer have to work that hard for sales. But to get to that point, there has to be, the groundwork has to be put in first, right? At some point or another, you can't expect to continuously cut corners and be able to create income for yourself. You have to be willing to put in the groundwork, right? Build the real estate in the industry that you're in. Learn the ropes of the industry that you're in. Get mentored by somebody who's getting the results that you want. And that's how you're gonna get quicker results. And that's how you're gonna learn how to create that income. Now, if you come into this with the mentality of, trading in your time for income, you're gonna not have the success that you want, because that's not how it works with entrepreneurship. That's not how it works with online business. With online business, your income is determined by the amount of effort that you put in, right? It's determined by the amount of foundation that you've built for your business. And what do I mean by a foundation? A foundation is simply just from you taking a lot of action and people getting to know who you are, what you represent, and what you have to offer. And then after that point, it's easier and easier to make sales. But to get to that point, you have to be willing to put in the work at first, right? You can't just expect just to skip over the step of putting in the work and just have people just flock to your join link to join you in business. That's honestly not how it works. But what I want you to know is that in order to make $1 million a year, it takes $2,700 a day, right, in income. And the only way you can do that is by building on different empires, right? And then having them pay you over time more and more money, so that you don't no longer have to trade in your time for income, guys. So that's my take on creating income for yourself. It just there's no cap on your income, right? I don't care what anybody says. There's no true cap on your income, right? Every hour that goes by, what's really stopping your income? Nothing at all, right? But if you have the mentality where you constantly got to trade your time for income, then that's when you're capped off, right? Because there's only 24 hours a day. So if there's only 24 hours a day, there's but so much money you'll always be able to make, guys. So think about that. Go out there, have prosperity and abundance. We'll see you guys in the next video. Jonathan Belcher. Peace.